iko team Gomsa Bopa aning atel Almandia back. In fact, in the said there is a ongoing fundraiser. Me along ko wale bitakang and you were pushing and pulling over kodo nyimbe talala jadi le alman la fi wale jama soro alman la fi wale 50% soro. I saw some of the people online also saying team Gomsa Bopa were at this station. Was it at Kotu? Ibe alla modul be kajafika wala menni wasifa buluna. Al nin team Gomsa Bopa la relationship.
Atundi fendentel nin team Gomsa Bopa tema. Intel nin team Gomsa Bopa mam problem soto.
That's
Team
right.
Gomsa Bopa is an existing movement. Gala is an existing movement. Nte I was behind bars. Move for the coma into my and that has not been an issue or a central issue to Gala and the central committee. So I cannot talk about that. The fundraising, yalong coming hanabadi mo nyanta ka administrational ning organizational culture understanding.
Okay.
Janika diam. It's normal ko. Iko government of the Gambia iko Chinese government la faka fonso le res alternative Senegal. It's normal for the Gambia government to call a cabinet meeting to talk about, okay, is it okay for us to have a joint fundraising? If it has happened A and B and C, doesn't mean we never wanted it.
Okay.
Bring news new futara ko the people that mulka fundraising mulka kodo nyini mole la faka kodo nyini. Because this time around we're gonna do it with Team Gomsa Bopa. As a central committee, we must discuss among ourselves how that will go. So if somebody portrayed that outside negatively, that person must be sort of knowledge on how administrative things and organizational things work, because you two different organizations. Iko alna kudu nyini imo flow anu telmang account killing soto. So first ina nga nyoni nganko nyini ko la faka kudu nyini la faka fundraising ke galaning Team Gomsa Bopa. What do you think? People have divergent view. That doesn't make it negative or doesn't make it until we have a beef with Team Gomsa Bopa. We have no beef with Team Gomsa Bopa. The message is conveyed with sort of knowledge of how administrative works or how organizations work, especially if you come to collaboration. But that's normal for Gala to maybe Team Gomsa Bopa also did the same at their level. Probably they don't have anybody to go outside because they understand organizational culture and behavior to go outside and say that. But within ourselves, okay.
So how about people who are saying Gala is corrupt? Well, because I think as a body fighting against corruption, when issues of that magnitude, new world find it now, people having that kind of belief, you know me along ko wale ko ibe nakarian in tapalaya keleka wal, because I've seen online some even saying that Gala member will be a million killing you
can pay 600,000 you can 600,000 so I don't even
going those are serious issues.
So now that matter more label for come yalan ko mo so belle more serious
only sending out information, you don't check information.
No, I understand. Yalong nin dudu yafo. Probably I will sit back and then even though I'm happen. But I'm telling you, a propagandist for the government who think that until the government are downfall the norma are the one that are propagating that. Man, if I understand.
Okay.
So Gala fundraising Bema 1 million from follow. How can somebody pocket 1 million from Gala or 600,000? I mean for it. I would not take money from Gala. I don't even take money from people because of the work I do in Gala. I can, for you as a journalist, and we are also close, I will send you the screenshot of how many times more can text na messenger. Come nana wave number dealer. They want to give me money. I make it very clear to them. I'm not doing this money to make money. This job to make money. Or I will buy my ticket and live in this country. I'm not in this country by force. I have my valid papers to leave and go and look for opportunities or and go and work and make money at any time. And any other person in Gala have an opportunity, have works to do. Aliu Ba is leading continental movements. Man, if I understand. Hakim have his business and all of that. So more munkong corrupt. A movement. Last time building a movement against a broken system like ours will only need strength, focus, and conviction, because people will counterplay. So that is very normal for people to counterplay.
Okay, so as far as you are concerned, there is no corruption. It's just a misunderstanding.
No,
you relieve some people.
It's not a misunderstanding. There is no corruption. It's not a misunderstanding. It's a deliberate attempt to stain Gala. Right? It was not a misunderstanding. Because even a common sense,
people are not straightforward.
Now, they went back and said they did not mean that. Have you seen that one as well? And all those posts have been reviewed and nobody went to them to beg. You see, organizational discipline will tell you that if you leave an institution, you don't even reveal certain things, especially things that are untrue. Man, if I understand, that is uncultured behavior in organizational setting. If you have an issue with your dismissal, write a letter to the organization and challenge it.
Yeah, contest.
But secondly, even that is true, you were part of it. You never protest you never resign in protest or challenge any of this until when you left. The question should be, what were you doing when all of those were happening if it is true whilst you are in within?
So the issue of the Auditor General, Adel Taral Kalbe press conference as the way you say in it, call the press conference like then whatsoever, yeah, arrest and whatever. Now there's new Auditor General saying, what's Gala's stand? So
Gala's stand is in defense, constitutional defense. That the section 158 of the 1997 Constitution and section 58 or 158 of the Audit Act have stipulated clearly to the Auditor General Bondirinya anyakara ni sartol munna mansakunda mawo sartol leke. The la person remain the same, that we are going to submit our petition to the AG through the AG chambers to the President to make our demands that it was unconstitutional, undemocratic, to release or redeploy and later forcefully remove an Auditor General from office.
So you think that petition will make any impact? Janning atal petition for we have already seen President Waye Mianta Menkele Wayo Kalendila Fokapare. So if you petition him, you think he's gonna change anything? And the President is very informed about things.
Adelma almamuna faham wala. Banku dingul ye nyantole soto anu nyanto nyanda ka sabetindile. So fo abe kala atekala omu conversation di niwo sida wa intela nyantole ngalo kaitan di president lo ko ye luwale tinya antel banku dingul nyeke nyim place do nye kalindi ko ebe luwale bampula ebe luwale dadala ebe tamara ni luwala say munkere niwo wado sida nsio but for now we are going to submit our petition as enshrined in the
constitution. So are you putting the timeline for the president to act on?
Absolutely, we will put a timeline. Constitution petitions are meaningless if there is no timeline. That's the condition. So we're going to put a condition there. So if we get to the conditions, if we get to the end, we will know. But for now, it is within the premises of our right to petition the presidency and any government official or institution that we feel like have violated the rule of law and the constitution.
So the issue of corruption that you people kept talking about, there are people out there, me believe men or whatever. You talked about corruption, but you don't have proofs. When Alning Mansakundala interface, well, Minister Kalu, in fact, what they said there, okay, if that's the whole thing now, okay, what's the point of petitioning them? Because there is no case. Or Kumandarakiri. What's your take on
that? Akafale ko akedambulle wala mauli wakama ndenata nyinela. So niko nyoko banku dingol ko mafu banku dingol mu fana ya blind by supporting this government ko ibuka proof ye ning hanama dingu mu yelon corruption long and the magnitude of corruption hani telefon ni ba fuke kijo ke farale deep down. Look, let me tell you this, I will not name names. I have talked to high officials and we understand what is going on, but Mansakunda, they themselves know that they are highly corrupt and involved in corruption scandals. And then let's say, for example, have you in a report of Republican Mubondi about Baro Barinding? Yellow evident no baby jelly. So Mansakunda finda the oil scandal. The Russian oil scandal omanga corruption o nyim Mansakunda hani tara central bank le botol fandi naka bori sata gon isava hani karala di badala pura fali. So we know about the government will never succumb to the demand that they are corrupt, because more hanamadi mu fongol binya hanamadi mu yalan ko amantiling wo buka tonya sabatindi no. So that phone la phone ko community ha tonya len ko.
So looking at things men kake na alfindi that sometimes it ya gasol fight dol beje mi alon ke kiba. I fete inila when I said you I mean gala fal be mi kan nek la pattern of protest to change to be using probably going to court more than going out.
So
because dol beje ba je
no
get to that point then nobody will even take you serious.
Yeah, Ibrahim, them atondi dudu ye fenne for jawo kumara back. And ngame telefon ya come we have a very premature democracy. Our democracy doesn't reach to that level for people to understand promole fahamro ke sembo mumbe protest koma. Yeah, and then government official diam ya banta mol kam government official konyako. Al protest tala because nim modo na taka faja lumena lon ko de mumbe ke kan napel wolbe ke kan they know the power of protest. This from a top government official. Mun konyo ko ha itelbe sere mun ande kata nyum protest mun nateng ni lon kilin kunara ka keje mo sifa be finda nyum banko kay ta content no, and that's the idea around protest. Comme protest mu kulet mu yalon ko molta blano anu ka ko protest tear gas hey freedom ke fon prinde ke la nyantol mara ke la nyantol protect abuka na free yende jele anytime yente tear gas o yen samba to prison along ko e symbole dinte la pour infindida nga munge nga tanin fulake. So it's not sabotage to the government in America sabotage ka symbole dinte la to be more motivated, to be more convinced that we have a system to change, because now the system is not just corrupt, but the system is also undemocratic, and they crack down on protesters, which is a violation of fundamental human rights. So ni mol camera protest inteleko kele because of nankotoro.
So many along they have the are you is Gala gonna endorse any because you can remember well you have political ambition where so if you come in 2026 in terms of endorse any of the candidates, I mean the election nada.
We are not a politician.
But we have seen civil society organizations endorse it.
We are not politicians. And individually, we have a right to affiliate.
Okay.
And if any of us individually ngaje ko nga candidate mi alon ko ay nyafa ngaje coming asinyim banko la yiriwa samano nyatol, individually we can do that. But let me tell you one thing about Gala. We are not partisan, but we are political. And if the time comes for 2026, we will make a decision, and then probably we will be part of the kingmakers in this country.
Really?
Yes. We have the powers.
You have the power.
Yes, we are not going to contest. We don't have a political.
So, but you can align yourself.
We will support. We can support. Gala can come out and endorse and say we believe in Duduja, and we believe he can do this job, and we believe the fight and the struggle we are doing to salvage this country from corruption and corruption scandal is possible, and then Gala can do that. So Gala can endorse NPP, Gala can endorse UDP.
So how can you fight agenda endorse the system?
Example, you understand? I'm trying to make it look like that. Then we are not politicians, but we are able to do that. I don't know if
endorsing NPP is no goes on.